have I successfully navigated?
You look fantastic. It looks great. Take it away.
Okay, you can see the screen. Okay, terrific. All right. Like they mentioned, I'm Eileen Wiens. I'm the Senior Vice President of Sales at Steelhouse, and I'm delighted to be sort of your kickoff sponsor for today. So what I wanted to do is talk to you a little bit about performance television. So typically there are two types of marketing spend across the advertising channels that we see in the US specifically. So we have branding marketing campaigns and performance marketing. So think of it from the perspective of those sort of two buckets. And so when we think about connected television and streaming television, most companies tend to gravitate towards the branding side of that equation. So linear television or broadcast television market as a whole is 182 billion. It's huge. You know, it's your typical, I'm serving up a commercial on a TV show on CBS at 7 p.m. That's your linear approach. And that's certainly one path to spend. And it's the way most connected TV is leaned into for television. The other path is what we like to call performance. And this is a huge market. It's actually slightly larger than the traditional market, which is 191 billion of performance advertising, made up of multiple channels and campaigns that what we like to call always on. And I think you heard Todd talk about it in the last session about, you know, those always on campaigns that tend to have the highest return on your ad spend, right? Which includes things like social media at 84 billion and paid search at 107 billion with the likes of Google. So these always on campaigns are typically a significant portion of most brands' marketing spend. Yet most connected TV platforms have not quite tapped into that performance market. So why hasn't there been a performance solution for television at scale? It's typically because it's not one-to-one for when it comes to targeting and measurement. And so we view it as broadcasting is not necessarily performance driven and branding is not performance. So what we're looking to do is how do you make streaming become a performance channel? Well, we like to think of it as like there's four things that you really need. One is you need precise user targeting that is available on living room quality content. So you have the ability to target an individual in their home. CTV becomes trackable alongside other performance channels with insight analytics with the likes of Google Analytics. Performance channels also require deep segmentation with the ability to target unique creative against each segment. So for example, with Facebook, if you're using Facebook, you're constantly iterating on creative every single day. And so TV needs to get to that same place. So you need a platform that can rapidly build and iterate creative on demand. So, and finally, a self-service platform that allows for brands to manage their own return on ad spend, right? And it's accessible very much like you see today with Google and Facebook for the performance market and TV to scale. So what we're able to do is we're able to bring performance television to light with Steelhouse, the first ever connected TV platform for brands to drive conversions all the way down to the order ID, right? So for the first time, brands can launch their own automated TV advertising campaign. You can select audiences from 2.25 trillion data points, that's trillion with a T, data points in the Steelhouse platform. And that comes, you know, that's part of the platform that we include. And we allow for you to upload a 15 to 30 second creative. You select your budget and goal, and it's super simple. It will feel much like using paid search and social. And unlike a traditional DSP with, you know, lots of setup, you just input your goal, your budget, and the platform, and the platform automates the performance targets. There's no complicated setup, and our platform even handles the bidding. And finally, much like social and paid search, we provide digital metrics so you can see the performance of the campaign, see where your TV commercials are being run transparently on networks such as TLC, Bravo, the History Channel, and so many more. And then the platform reports natively on ROAS or return on spend ad spend, and reports on the conversions, again, like I mentioned, all the way down to the order ID. And of course, with performance television comes tracking. So we have an integration with Insight Analytics, with Google Analytics. So you see your CTV campaign attribution along paid search, email, and other performance channels. This will allow for you to understand the impact of CTV, just like other core performance channels. So I want to leave you today with a quick story on a brand who's experiencing a 12.93x ROAS with performance television. And I've run this number by a couple of people, and it's usually like, that's amazing, that's unheard of. So Lighting New York is a staple in the residential and commercial lighting community, with 2 brick and mortar stores that are located in New York City's historic lighting district. They came to us looking for a solution, a retargeting solution that would allow a strong and steady revenue performance and turn CTV into a measurable direct response channel for them. And so utilizing our segmentation tool, using our segmentation tool to target their users in real time based on their interactions on their site, serving up non-skippable ads to run exclusively on their top tier streaming network. So they wanted to be able to run commercials on HGTV, Hulu, and Oprah. And these efforts led to a really high conversion rate, all the way down again, like I mentioned, to the order level. So we can see exactly what revenue is being attributed directly to the commercial. So they were able to precisely target the users and then convert on top quality inventory. So this leveraged our automated media buying technology, which uses the real-time data analytics, and also allows with our media buying technology, allows for you to automatically adjust the spend, reach, and handle all of the bidding in order to hit performance goals. And lastly, campaign performance was measured across all devices using Steelhouse's proprietary technology of what's called cross-device verified visits, sort of a mouthful. This also allows for them to attribute cross-device inside Google Analytics due to our deep integration, which also lets them measure streaming television, direct response, and performance alongside all the other ad channels. So I think just one extraordinary results with using performance television. So like I mentioned, it was going to be brief. Again, what I would certainly do is if this is something that you or you have clients that might be interested in exploring performance television, I welcome you to join us for a demo or a pilot. You can certainly find us at steelhouse.com, or you can find me at Eileen at Steelhouse. And again, thank you so much for your time today, and enjoy the rest of the summit.
Yeah, Eileen, this was great. Thanks for this. And there's actually, we have a quick minute here, a question from the audience. So this is a programmatic platform for linear, or is it CTV only? And then also, can you report down to the show level, or is it just network?
Oh gosh, that's a great question. So I would so for the first question, it is not linear. So it is connected TV streaming, focused on that. And then down to the order level would be down to basically the outcome. So what we're looking to do there is if somebody gets served up a commercial on HGTV, what we find is there's a huge, if somebody gets on their cell phone and they go to the website and they take some sort of action, once they've done that, we actually have, we have the IP address of the home. We can begin then to serve up display banner ads on all the other devices in the home and driving towards a conversion. Conversion being that they either take some sort of action, like they make a purchase or they sign up for something.
Great.
So hopefully that answers most of it.
Well, you're getting some questions here in the chat box. So if you don't mind, if you'd be hip to this, if you'd put in your email address, I mean, you can fill the questions. You can fill the questions in the chat box if you like. But if you want to put in your email address so people can reach out to you directly when we're finished here, that would be great too. And
absolutely, I'll do that right here.
Yeah, fantastic. Well, great job. Thanks for kicking us off on the spotlight presentations for today, and thanks for your support. We're excited to have you guys on board in this fashion, and I hope it's the start of many happier returns as we go here, and maybe we'll meet each other in person someday.
I hope so. Thanks so much, John. Appreciate it.
You got it. You got it. Thank you.